So I came in today to talk to the Swifts about my journey as a gymnast, my pathway to the Olympics, but also what that was like for me being a gay athlete. So we had some conversations about what that journey looked like for me, how I overcame certain challenges. I did a Q&A asking me about what I would tell my younger self, and just really talking through that journey and giving them a better understanding of what that experience can be like for an LGBTQ+ individual playing sport.
Yeah, I think he gave some great insights into what it is to be a queer athlete, and I think to hear his side of the story on how difficult it can be and how everyone's sort of on their own journey and how we can best support athletes and people in general who are, finding themselves and finding more about who they are and who they want to be. And I think it was so important to hear that perspective and how we as athletes can use our platform to really create an inclusive space for everyone.
I think Dom made a really good point about the way that he was able to be made feel comfortable in his space, allowed him to thrive as a person and as an athlete, and for our girls to be able to hear that and understand that they can do the same thing in creating that safe space for someone to be able to be themselves and be true to themselves, because I think once someone reaches that point along their journey, then they're able to really thrive, and you can see that in any sport, and you can see that with the Swifts, the environment that they're able to create when they go on court. They can absolutely dominate, and that's what we want to be able to create.
I think the initiatives where people are doing Pride Rounds and Pride Bowl and everything that they're doing in netball at the moment, and all the other sports, are showing support, they're showing visibility, they're highlighting amazing stories and amazing LGBTQ+ athletes that are in these sports, and showing that the allies that are in these sports, the players, are really wanting to create change and safe spaces and show their support for not just the LGBTQ+ community, but all communities, that their sport is inclusive and they want everyone to come and play and have fun.
Being in many teams across my career, both as a player and a coach, I think once you're involved in that team environment, it doesn't matter how you identify, you're there because you love the sport, and netball allows you to love the sport and love the space, and I think that allows people to be themselves, and when you can turn up to a sport as a player, as a coach, as a support staff, whatever it might be, and you can truly be yourself, you want to keep coming back, and netball's so amazing like that, and you see that whether it be friends, family, fans, everyone's involved, and you just want to stay within this space. And I think there's so many different sports that can learn a lot from netball in terms of creating that inclusive culture, and I'm so proud to be involved in the netball space, and it's allowed me to flourish as a person, with the environment that's created. So netball's absolutely leading the way in that space.